Welcome to the RTM podcast show, episode 8. Done now. Bad Spray, Young Spray. Here with my co-host, Queen Ice Cream. You already know.
Hi.
Wapta, hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
You're done now, but boom, we got a special guest today, brother Matt Ferrari.
My brother.
Mac Impact.
What's good, everyone, man?
You get me? But yeah, Matt Ferrari. Yeah. Basically, obviously, you've seen by now we have a whole load of different guests. I'm not trying to make it just one set of guests. It's not just artists. It's not just, I don't know, rude ways or whatever, yeah. But just trying to keep along the same narrative of positive vibes. And yeah, Mac, I like what Mac does.
Yeah, definitely.
You might not know what he does, but yeah, he's a very influential figure to the youth. And I rate him for that. So yeah.
Thank you.
Matt,
Means
how
a
you
lot
doing,
coming.
my friend?
Good, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Means a lot coming from you.
No,
straight.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Cause you know, like you have to elevate and grow up. You get me? And I like what you do. Even though the first time I see you, I didn't even know. You get what I'm saying? Cause you had the mask on, remember?
Yeah, bro.
At
Pulled
my,
up to your video shoot.
Yeah, man. The show video shoot, man.
Show, that's it.
Yeah, with Quincy. You get me? That was good looking for that, man.
Yeah.
Big up Quincy.
Yeah, big up
Get me?
DJ Quincy.
Big up Quincy.
Come on.
Get me? But yeah, fam. Obviously, I know you. Obviously, I follow you, so I know what you're about. But some of the people might not know. So I just want to, start off with maybe I want them to know you as a person first before they know like what you're about. So like, where did you grow up? Where did you start? What ends you from? I don't know. What was your upbringing like? Talk us through that.
Spray, my upbringing was mad. My upbringing was crazy. I'm from Northwest London.
From
Okay.
my end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cream.
cream nose. So, yeah, Northwest London. My mum, my dad,
So he was born in Northwest, yeah?
born in Northwest. I was born in Northwick Park Hospital. Yeah.
Okay.
My family now, we're black, innit? My family came over from Jamaica. My grandma and granddad came over. Where we came over, our lot settled in Northwest London. That's where my grandma and that was. Everyone's dream was to try and get that white picket fence and move out of the hood and that. But that's just where we was. You know what it's like growing up, man. It's just where we was. That was the community. So yeah, man. My grandparents had three girls on my mum's side. My mum was one of them, obviously. She had me. My mum's, I say this to say, like, it's important to know where I'm coming from, because you are, like, kind of your blood lying in it. So my mum's was wild. Out of her sisters, she's the first one to switch. She's the last one to forgive. And
Okay.
my mum's cold. My mum was cold, a cold-hearted woman, and through that, it pushed her out. So by that time, my grandma had the shop in Harsden, a hairdresser's. By that time now, my mum's got to 21, or when she's 18, she's wild. Her way of living isn't agreeing with how her house rules are. So she's moved out, whatnot. Long story short, she's met my dad. They've had me. My dad is a man that's off the world, man. He was kicked out of home from 11 through his own story. And he ended up in a life doing what he had to do to survive, innit? Met my mum, had me, and that's how we ended up in Kilburn, firstly. That's where I was conceived. And then they moved to Tubbs Road, where it was always, my dad's always had ambitions, you get me? He's wanted to get, man, a better life. He had my sisters before me, but when he had me, he was obviously a bit older and he wanted to do it right. So he did try with me, you get me? In the beginning, my mum tells me, yo, your dad did try with you, but he's a rolling stone, literally. And I get that now. You get it? Like, I'll tell you later on why. But yeah, so Harsden was where my grandma had the salon. That's where the most hype was. That's where we felt at home, because my grandma had a house in Kingsbury, but it was more Asian, more Asian community. So it was away from, you saw a different life. You saw houses, you saw gardens, you get me? But where my mum now was stubborn, we moved to, Cricklewood, Willesden Green.
Yeah.
So we was in Green Cricklewood, and it was just me and mum, man. And I'll be real with you.
So your dad, your mum and dad weren't together?
Nah, my dad kicked out when I was like 2, 1.5, 2.
So didn't you say you had sisters?
Yeah, my dad's got 2. My dad's got 2. My dad had 2 sisters, 2 girls before he had me.
Oh, okay.
Older than me.
Okay.
Both the same age. So,
He
so
was grinding with his
yeah,
son.
my dad was one of them. So yeah, that time now. So now it's just me, my mum. My mum, she's a hairdresser, so she's always been making money with her hands. At that time, you do a weave or you do a perm and that, it's all like £50, about £100 for weaving. That's a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah.
So my mum and me, up to a stage of like, I'd say 6, 7, 8, like I saw food in the fridge. From my mum putting it there though, do you get me? Like no man was putting it in my house, it was my mum. Like,
Yeah.
so there was food in the fridge, but my mum, she was able to say she earns like £350 a month, week or that, so she can go get her car and finance and pay it out quick and that. So I wasn't growing up poor, like I was struggling. Do you get me? I wouldn't say nah, man weren't struggling like that, fam. But I knew hard times because my dad would always show me hard life. Even though he had it, he would show me like when I got kicked out at 11, I was mixing up bread and water and them thing there. So today we're mixing up bread and water. I'm like, why? He goes, because he knew why. Do you get me? Because of how I was. One day you're gonna get kicked out, bro. Yeah, you're gonna know. There's boom, like how you gonna eat? Let me show you how I ate. Bread and water, fry that.
How old was you then when you were saying this?
I feel like my dad was showing me this from like 8, 9, man.
Okay.
Because I was a youth with a mouth on me, bro. I knew I was feisty. Because I was brought up in the hairdressers, bro.
Yeah.
It's loud in there. You get me, bro?
Yeah.
It's loud in there, blood. And then women are opinionated. So I kind of grew up opinionated like that, fam. And I knew a lot, G.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's side, my dad's got pair brothers. And my dad's side is manly. So they used to see me, they used to want to come and rescue me from the salon. Like, no, you can't raise him in there.
Mad for them.
Women.
They're like, he's getting too soft kind of thing. Like, you got to get him out. So my uncles now used to always come and pick me up and take me up out of there. And my dad's uncles vary. You could be picked up by a businessman one day, or you could be picked up by a hood man the next day. That's the brothers, innit? It's like, you don't know which uncle's coming for you, fam.
Yeah.
Even where my granddad's got peer kids, fam, over 30 kids here. So they're from different races as well. So the mixed race uncle picks you up. You end up going there, then you end up living a white day. Do you get me?
Yeah.
That's the white
But
day.
it's true, though.
That's the white day.
Yeah, I live a white day.
What did a white day
They look
consist
like.
of?
It's different, bro. It's like
What did the white day consist
bro,
of?
it's literally
Man said a white day. Nah, go on. What did a white
it's a
day-
white day because obviously Auntie Sally, who's the white lady, she's got
one.
she's
Sally,
got a
big
black
up
kid.
Sally,
Yeah,
nah,
big
big
up
up
Auntie
Sally,
Sally,
though.
100%
Yeah,
big up
big
Sally.
up
She
Sally,
paid
though.
for my passport one
Yeah,
time when I
big
was
up
in
Sally,
dire need, blood. But Sally, yeah, she was a woman raising in Chalk Hill, raising a white woman raising 4 black kids, 2 twins, and then boy and a girl, Edward and Jane. So when I go there, how Sally has Edward and them not growing up, it's like, oh, you lot got tea time, there's different foods, you open the fridge, there's different like, oh, okay. It's different, like the way they deal with life is different, bro. It's not how I'm used to. So that was a white day to me, bro. And then my dad, he had white girlfriends, bro. And then when I went to my dad was a Rolling Stone, so sorry, Dad, this is my life. You made it my life, I didn't mean to make it my life, you made it my life. So it's my story now. So I get picked up by a white lady, and then I'm with this white lady, and I promise you that I was uncomfortable. Because I'm around black people, I'm from Harlem, so it wasn't that I was racist, it's just that, bro, I kind of get teased from where I come from, fam. Like, who's this white lady, fam? Like, blonde hair, but my dad was a businessman. At that time, he's running business. He's got women doing things, and it's like, yo, could you pick up my son for me? But I used to hide around corners from the cars. Try to get my dad on the phone, like, Dad, I'm getting that car, bro.
it's mad for me.
And seriously, yo, my daughter, like, tell her park round there, and I'm getting a car around there. That's how it was for me growing up, fam. It wasn't a racist thing, that's just what I knew.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was dad. And then he cut out, left us in Cricklewood. Mum worked and that. Now, me and my mum had a relationship like this. It was just me and her for 13 years. That's all I knew. Me and my
How
mum.
did it make you feel like with no dad? Like, or did you not even realize?
Do you know what, bro? My dad was my hero up until about 8. Like, I used to go to bed at night, blood, and cry for my dad thinking he was gonna die, G. Like, I used to get up, wake up and be like, Mum, phone dad, see if he's alright. See if he's alright, because I'm not sure. Like, she'd be like, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, just check on him. Like, I don't know why I used to do that, fam, but he was my hero and you couldn't really say nothing to get bad against him. Even though, fam, man never picked me up.
Yeah.
Man was late. Man didn't do this on time, didn't do that on time, never did nothing. It's like, I still believe in you, fam.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I still love you, and G, even if you miss out on something, I cuss. The minute you pick me up, I'm like, hi dad.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mad, fam. I couldn't ever raise up to my dad how I wanted to. And I weren't shook with him because my dad never beat me. But he was a punisher, man. Like, the punishment was worse than the beating, blood. Like, beat me, please. Blood.
Yeah.
Beat me.
Mental pain.
Yeah, don't punish me. Because punishment's torture. But that will lead into like where my life went with my dad punishing me and that. When I got, so yeah, me and my mum was there. She came from Cricklewood to Golders Green till she got a yard in Wembley. That was what my grandfather helped us get through him working and gave us a deposit, gave my mum a deposit to get a flat. When we got that, that was given to us on a state where my granddad had seen, out of all his daughters, I was the only grandkid. So he wanted to see my mum good. Tired of seeing her struggle because by that time we moved and kept moving. So he was only a security guard, but he saved them people, saving it. So when they give you 20 grand, it's not like, no, we boss. It's like, this is my savings for years and we want you to be good. So that's how I heard that. So when we've got a yard now, me and my mum are in this yard for about 3 years. So I get to like 13 when my brother comes here. So then my stepdad comes now. There's men before my stepdad, but the men, they're just boyfriends.
Yeah.
They come and go. I'm used to my mum having different boyfriends and whatnot. They come and go. But when I got to 13, my stepdad came and he sat down with me when I was 12.
How was school life for you in between all of that?
School life for me was mad, bro. I hated school. I love school and I hated school. I love school because of the people, networking, man, girls, whatnot. But then I hated school because of the teachers. Like, you're not understanding me, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, Mum, I apologise, I love you to bits. You know me and you're cool and we're blessed, but I always keep it real. My mum knows what I do in my life and she knows my story is there to teach people. My mum had boyfriends, which means from a young age, I was hearing things going next door that I didn't want to hear go on.
Right.
My mum's a woman, but a man, she should know what to do, but a man come in, there will be 2 different types of man. A man that walks in and sees me, respects that, and then it's a quiet night because I'm there. Or a man that comes in, sees that, don't respect that, and it's a loud night.
Yeah.
You end up wanting to kill him.
Exactly.
So I'm hearing that from school. I went to a primary school which was predominantly white. It's called the High Junior School. There was only like 5 black youths and the rest were white. So that what I saw, sports days and that, everyone had their parents come in. Everyone's parents were there. My parents weren't there. Like, everyone's parents is there, fam. And I'm just like, raw, mom's out there. And it's mad thing. But everyone was like family oriented. So like when I went to school, I'm sitting down there and I'm looking at my friends and everyone's happy, bro. Like, everyone's so oblivious to like anything. All they know is school and playing and that, but I know more. So I'm sitting with shit in my head, and I'm like, yo, I'm angry, bro. I'm from a black household. So my business is my business.
Yeah, you can't speak.
So if the teachers come up to me now and said, what's wrong with you? I'm going to say, nothing.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I'm
nothing.
cool.
I'm cool. I'm blessed, blood. Like, what's wrong with you? Nothing, innit? Now,
not.
because I'm not telling you, you're asking me, but when I switch, I'm now rude.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Aggressive.
Aggressive, all this, man. So, no, it's not that, blood. I'm just not, sorry to say it, but I'm just not telling you my business. And that then you didn't tell a white man your business. Like, that was just how I was raised, fam. So, yeah, in my head, I was thinking sex now, bruv. As much as it used to irritate me that it was my mum having sex, it turned on sex in me. You get me? So I'm seeing women, I'm seeing teachers, and I'm seeing sex, blood.
Okay.
At a young age, I'm wanting sex. My thing's rising for sex.
It made you promiscuous.
Yeah, it made me feel that way, fam.
Yeah.
So I was like, not interested in what you got. It's just not in my head what you're saying to me. I'm smart as well. If that shit went in my head, I'm sitting down, bruv, I'm a smart youth. If the teacher sits down with me from A to B, bruv, I'll get everything right. But you gotta keep me in tune.
Focus.
Otherwise, my brain's gone on again, bruv. Like, when I leave here, do you clock that my dad's gonna send someone to pick me up and I don't even know where I'm going today? And I'm telling the teacher that you're telling me I'm lying. That's because your life's boring. My dad's life ain't like that, blood. Like, I don't know who's picking me up today, fam. I'm telling you, my English book's not here. Where is it? It's in my dad's yard. Well, go and get it. My dad's got 4 yards. Oh, your dad's got 4 houses? Yeah. So where's your English book? At one of them. I don't know. But I was getting a lot of, you're lying for my dad's life being extravagant.
Yeah.
Fam. I was like, bruv, if you can't believe that, then I don't know what to say
they
to you.
didn't
But that's how I'm
understand you.
living, fam. So when you're getting at me, telling me, go home and it must be simple to bring your exercise book tomorrow. No, it's not that simple. It's just not. So, bruv, that's, yeah, anyway, digress. Man grew up in Harsden, we moved. By the time my stepdad come, when we got to Wembley, I learnt life, bruv, because my mum fell in love. My mum got pregnant. This man's telling me, I'm gonna be a stepdad, you know. He sat me down and said, I'm gonna marry your mum, you know. And I sat down and I said, is it? And because my mum had such a past with men, I was like, what made you different, bro? All right, I'm not penning it. Then my mum got pregnant, I was like, mum pregnant. It's unfair, you know, mum pregnant. So she's having this baby. Now, bro, this man to me, my stepdad, he's got like 2 Ina in my life, or my liking.
Yeah.
And it's made me mad, fam. And he's going in at my mum and like, and I'm here, and I'm getting mad, fam. Like, I hate this guy, fam. Like, I'm doing the maddest, like, I'm hating. So we're always getting into arguments.
You just not your dad.
Yeah. And I'm saying to him, I'm not going to call you dad. These times, yeah, the man's trying to take me football.
Yeah.
The man's
Trying
trying.
to do better.
Yeah,
He's just not your
fam.
dad.
You're just not my dad, and you're weird. Like, my
'Cause you
dad
weren't-
don't
because
wear
you
weird
weren't-
boots.
because you-
My dad, he was like a black
Yeah.
man, just like cowboy style. And I'm like, bro, I don't get you, fam. I don't relate to you. I don't want you to come near my brethren. Like, we don't relate to you, blood. You sing Michael Jackson, like, you perform Michael Jackson songs, bro. Like, you are embarrassment to me, bro. I don't know what. I don't like you, bro. And you are drunk. Come in my room staggering and chatting shit. Like, I didn't like it. Yeah, and then there was issues with my mum, and then something happened to him where his daughter died. His daughter was in Grenada. R.I.P. Julie. And then it changed how he was as a person. It changed how he was towards my mum, and it changed how he was towards my little brother. And he became one of the greatest fathers to my little brother. And I started witnessing something that I never saw, like a dad about. Like, but he wasn't my dad. Me and him still had major issues, but he was still a great dad. So they had a family, as far as I was concerned. It was my mum, my little brother, and my stepdad. I'm not always, bro. I'm telling you, in that situation, yeah,
Did you feel
you don't
left out?
always fit. Yeah, there's just a time where it's a family picture. You just don't always fit. As much as your mum wants you to fit, yeah, you're not his son. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that little awkwardness. And it's just that. So when you see me, I'm sensitive. So when I felt that, all I gotta do is feel that for more than 2 hours, and I'm on a mat. Like, it's my mouth, my loud mouth, and all that information that I built from learning up in the salon, all how to cuss, all how to do that, all the information about everything that I know about you, that I put it all together, and I'm ready to go. Yeah? I'm ready to blow at any adult that's got anything to say, because no one can't tell me nothing. Right? So what can't happen is you can't be young with a mouth and talk to adults. No matter how right you are, you can't come at them in a certain way. You gotta address it down, blood, in a way that it might not even be understood how much you gotta address it down, because it's not your bracket, it's not even your, you shouldn't be talking like that. That's what I got a lot of, yeah. So yeah, man, just going through that with my stepdad, I got kicked out early. First time I got kicked out, it was to go live with my dad.
Mm.
Didn't work out, bro. My dad and me.
Where was that? Still in Northwest?
Nah, by that time he had a yard in Stanmore.
Okay.
Like that's like past Harrow. Bro, like my dad was like a rich black man. Like he did things, he got into property after a while and he did things. So my dad had nice places. That's where I saw a different life from him as well. So by that time he was living in the yard but you see my dad, yeah, as much as he had these things, he literally did it all by himself. So if he managed to get the big yard, he did that. But there might not be no furniture in it for like a year. There might not be a working sink for a year, but it's his. And it's gonna be time, but he's doing it all himself and he's got his own little like procrastination about him, so things don't get finished, things don't get completed. And I grew up seeing that and I was like, Dad, you don't complete nothing. You're good.
Did that make you want to complete stuff, or did it make you kind of?
It made me want to complete
like
things. It made me want to complete things because he never used to. Yeah, and when I didn't complete something, it made me disappointed in myself because I felt like I'm like you now. So I didn't want to be like you like that because I felt you failed in certain things. So what I took from you was your tenacity and your drive to go out and start and make a business out of nothing, believe in yourself, come from nothing, come from feeding yourself sardines to taking yourself to the Ritz and eating properly good food, ordering good food and that. So that was the drive. Same thing with my mum. Both of my parents have never worked for no one.
Yeah.
They've always been...
Both sound very independent.
Yeah, they're both independent. Their money comes independent. And my dad's money started to come more legal as he got more older, which I started to rate. So on that side of things, bruv, I got a lot of respect for my parents. My mum showed me how to grind, get it for myself. But yeah, what we couldn't get over was, bruv, I got a smart mouth. What I'm saying isn't exactly wrong. And how do we coexist with each other? And we literally can't, blood. My mum's wild. My dad's calm, but when he flips, that's it. So I'm a mixture of both, fam. So when I'm dealing with both of them, there's just no working things out for now, fam.
Does your mum and dad get on with each other?
They got on with each other, but then they didn't really have a relationship through most of my life. Like they could go 10 years without talking to each other after school days, and that's another thing. They'd only get together when I was in school, when I was in trouble. Like they come down and now you're best of friends, and that used to wind me up. And like, yo, you know, I'm a captain of a basketball team and I do these things. Like, I can run and you lot don't come for none of that. And I used to say that to them at that age. It weren't nothing that I'm thinking now. I used to say that then. I'd be like, do you lot get you don't come to my things? And you're here now talking to me now. So when my mum would tell you, if I put on the phone loudspeaker now, she'll tell you, yes.
Yeah.
We used to have these conversations. But my mum's stubborn, cold, and my dad, pride. So I can't be right. So it was a battle. So I was alone all the time. And that's when I say to you...
And it must have been hard coming from a kid as well, you know, like a kid telling you the ugly truth.
Yeah.
You know, like it must have been hard for them to accept it.
It is. And I weren't stupid. Because you know what I used to hate? When I was right about something that wasn't about us, they would take the information.
Yeah.
But when it was about something about us, I could never be right. So I used to say to them, I used to ask them, how come I can be right when it suits you? And I'm smart and I'm this and you're asking me questions. But when it's my life, I don't know.
Do you know what it is, fam? See, your childhood, it sounds volatile, yeah? It sounds like a lot was going on, yeah? And to be fair, brother, yeah, like, not to be stereotypical, but to be stereotypical. Your childhood just sounds like one that you're supposed to end up in Feltham. So I'm just interested in how you navigated around being that guy that ends up going to prison. Because to me, hearing how you brought up or whatever, your childhood, I don't know if I would blame you.
Bro, do you know what?
Do you get what I'm saying? So I just want to know how, like, all right, I hear that it's mad. Your childhood just sounds mad. I get that.
Blood.
But I want to know, because for what you're doing now, bruv, like, I'm even more proud of you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're going to get into that with the Bikestormz and all that. But I'm trying to work out what made you change.
Yeah, like what did you have an outlet? Like, because it sounds like you was very misunderstood and everything. Like, did you have an outlet of anything?
There was no outlet, man. My outlet was trouble. Like, literally caused trouble. You asked me how I escaped jail, bro. I don't have a clue, bro.
That's what I'm trying to work out. Like, what?
I'll tell you what.
What
I'll tell you what I
saved you?
feel.
I'm trying to get
if
to
I
what
say
saved
it, yeah,
you.
if I say it and your viewers don't get it, it is what it is. Bro, you see when you're a chosen one, certain things can't touch you, fam. Like my story of what I do, what you said, what you rate me for, that was my story, fam. Yeah, that's what I'm meant to do, bro. Like the amount of lives that I've saved in the last 5 years, that's why, cuz. And you see, G, I told you, I used to go out and I used to do moves. Your cousin knows me. I used to go out. Shall I tell you why I mentioned your cousin? Because your cousin will tell you on my daughter's life, Mac is a lone soldier. He will go out on the move on his ones. And you know where I come back to? His studio. And I'll sit down and I tell him, bro, it either went peak or it went good. But he knows I was on my ones, and he's one of the man that rated me from the ends, because he was like, gee, he see when I'm happy with
Lucky
my mum.
then.
Yeah, I'm happy with my mum, and I go to the studio and I spit, and I'm like, yeah, he goes, you're cool. But then he saw the bad days with my mum where it's like, gee, I'm coming in, it is what it is, fam. And he knows bad man. But there ain't a bad man like Mac here, blood. When Mac's vexed with home life, it's like, it's not even a bad man thing. It's like, bro, I've got nothing to lose. So let's go. It's not that I'm bad, it's just that, bro, I got nothing to lose. So how did I start at jail, bro? When I did things, God forgive me for saying this, but I repented, fam. Like immediately, cuz. Like immediately. Like I go do the dirt, and bruv, even if I'm with the man them, if it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds for me to step aside, sorry. You get me?
So your conscience never left you.
Never,
exactly.
fam. Never left me, because I have people like from growing up in my barbershop that would, like little things they used to say over my head, cutting my hair, and that would just stick in my head, fam. Like save my life with certain things. So
Big up the barber them, you
you
know.
went Faisals, innit?
Big up the barber them, you
He's
know.
like, he's such a
You get what I'm saying? 'Cause barbers-
big up the Faisal
Now
barbershop.
barbers alone, just their self and how they are. But your barbershop is important.
Nah, brother,
You know, because
barbershop.
even my barber, big up barber Mark, you get me? But yeah, man get some gems from the barber them still.
And that's what it was, fam. So I'll be real with you, like, yeah. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people talk on podcasts and they tell their stories about how they got caught. Bro, no disrespect to them, a real G would tell you you're stupid. Like how you did the move was stupid. Them old gangsters, if they really will, when they come out and just say, brother, I'm stupid. I went thinking, a lot of them was on drugs, but I've never sniffed nothing in my life. Do you get me? I've never done a move high.
There's one person on the chair that can say that still.
Yeah.
There's one person on this chair that can say that still.
Me.
Obviously. But
And me as well.
on this chair.
Oh, sorry.
On this chair still.
Yeah, no,
No
but
one
bro,
got it, but
But bro, do you know what?
no one got
Do
it,
you know
but
what, though?
cool.
Do you know
You get what
why
I'm
though?
saying?
Do you know why? Because like how life went for me, fam, I was bad. So when I got kicked out the next time from my mum's house, I tried to go back, didn't work out, got kicked out on a bigger level. No one wanted me. They said to me, my uncle now, who's coming out of jail, is not out of jail yet. They've given him a yard, but he's got the yard a week before he's come out. So I've gone to him, had to go link him. He's giving me the keys, and he says, "This is the address." There's no sat nav back then, you know. But I got a direct way there to this yard. I found it. It's in some area, Pinner, and I got there, bro. My uncle's on road. He's from Press Road, yeah.
We got the press road, man.
Yeah, and then he's on smoke, he's on this, he's on doing that, he's taking crack, he's taking coke, he's taking every drug and he's bursting needles, he's doing it all, bro. But he's still a bad man, and he's still on point. But you see,
Allegedly on point.
no, but what he didn't tell me when I was living
that
with him,
sounded like a lot.
no, what?
Allegedly on point.
Yeah, and what he didn't tell me, no, bro, he moved on point because I didn't know he took drugs until I was moving food with them, innit? I
Injections
started
and
shutting. No, I started shutting with them, and then I went out to liquor drawer, come back, and then I caught his nose in it, fam. So then he was like, and I was like, bro, it was like a movie. I was like,
Oh, God.
brother, like,
What happened to the weed?
we don't do that. That's what I was told. You get me? That's what I was, bruv. He didn't beat up his brethren, but one time his brethren tried to roll something in my zoo, and he clocked.
Yeah.
And he told his brethren, bruv, he had his brethren up. He said, bro, don't fuck with my nephew. You get me? Like, don't ever do that again in your life. So he knew not to do it to me, but he didn't want me to be he didn't want me to be disappointed growing up. Even though, but bruv, I was forced to him, and he's a road man, but he still gets the fact that I'm his nephew, and he wouldn't want me to see that. So through his drug life, yeah, I saw pain, bruv. I was 18 looking after him. I'm coming down from shit like him getting in cars and driving it like 5 miles per hour into a wall, getting out, drinking a bottle of E&J from a whole bottle to nothing in a minute, bro, to calm down. Do you get me? So that was on my 18th birthday, bro. I woke up to that shit and I thought like, wow, my uncle's dead, bro. He's gonna die or he's whatever, bro. But he's gone. So G, there was a lot of shit where when that happened, I was on moves with my uncle, bro. Hi. I've got him in the car. He's a gallus as well. So he's got a girl in the car, bruv. I'm not insured. I've got no license, no nothing. And I'm moving mad hot. And, bruv, I'm the only sane person in this car, bruv. I'm the only sober person that ain't sniffed nothing in this whip, cuz. So, bruv, I'm switching. On gal, I'm switching. I'm like kicking gal out of the car like, bruv, you don't care for my uncle. At the end of the day, bruv, it's me and my blood in this car, innit? And I don't have him slipping. So, bro, imagine being controlled by someone on drugs. Your uncle, you gotta listen to them. So we're going here. Gotta go,
Well, you can tell he's buzzing as well.
Yeah, he's buzzing, fam. Like, we gotta go. I follow him. Gotta go. I follow you. Gotta go. By the end of the night, I always end up looking after you. So I become the driver. I was always the designated driver. Drive. So I saw a lot, G, and that. When I saw that, bro, when I started moving food and that, first time I moved food was out of that block from him. And then I went to licks at him, and it was a black brother blood. And I looked at him and you got to remember my uncle's mixed race. So when I've looked at this, I felt like you kind of don't have respect for black people. So I wouldn't never sell my black blood or something, bro. So I was like, looked at him, he got in the car, he was black, bro. I said to him, bro, I clapped him up. I said, bro, don't ever fucking phone this number back, bro. I ain't selling you nothing. I said, bro, get out of the car. But you see them, bro, I'm so naive to the game. Like, that's just the game, innit? But back then, bro, when I'm in it, I'm naive to it, fam. Like, fam, money's money. They take it, that's your life, that's your business. Back then, innit? But really, how I saw it, cause was, nah. So you see little moves like that, G. I've gone out on moves, and I've been more like, you know what? Nah, the kids ain't getting it. Like we can, like I've done it. So when you say how I escaped jail, fam, I literally think it's my conscious decision that it's always me and God in a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, God, I'm here, but I know that none of these guys don't give two roots about me, blood. Yeah, and coming up in Northwest, there was 2 men that did care about me. When we was on job, one man could have left me, dragged me underneath a van with him. And I remember, my life went slow motion. I looked to my left and I'm underneath the van with his brother and I was like, why did you grab me, blood? What was it? You didn't need to. We're with like 30 man. I hardly know you. Why did you grab me, cuz? I don't want to say his name because he's still active from ends. You get me? But he grabbed me and he had me there and he always took me by my side, by his side, and he said, bro, you're different. You move with his heart, but bro, we used to go on moves. Enough of us. At the end of it, end up on a train somewhere. But I weren't scared to stand up in front of you, man, and say, yo, that was fucked. That was fucked. Yeah, I used to kick ball with you. We used to care about kicking ball. That was fucked, cuz. Blood got shed. Yeah, we got dirty, but bro, when did we get like this? Why? Why?
What was the turning point?
What was the turning point, fam? And with us, with what I came back from, bruv, with Northwest Harsden and that, it was all a lot of showing off for gal, blood. See, if you're not used to getting gal, I say it real to you. If you're not used to getting gal, don't take it for granted. You're used to getting gal because it's just, no, but bro, you know what I'm saying to you is life. Some men don't get it. And if you don't get it, bro, it changes your way of thinking. It changes your heart. So what becomes natural to you? Like, what's money to a millionaire? Nothing. So when you get me, when you ain't got money, it's everything, fam. And that's just women. If women are approaching you, you're used to it, fam.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. But when you're not, bro, man turn into setup guys. Do you get me? Man start hating.
Yeah,
man
bad
start
annoyed.
doing shit. And then that's what I saw in ends. And I was like, you know what, cuz I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing my brethren die. I'm seeing man get set up. I'm seeing man walking with a limp for life.
But they look at you good.
Yeah, I'm seeing man's going jail for like man that they tried to set up for mad shit. So, fam, when it was me, I rolled alone. I learned early, roll alone. And then I met someone and she was rolled. A woman, she was rolled. And then I found it easier to do moves with her than the man them, because
Bonnie and Clyde thing.
her brother was about that life and she used to be like literally her brother's right hand. So when I got with her, she became my right hand. brother, driver, everything, intimidation, everything.
How old was you these times?
Oh, I can't lie. This is when, you see my trauma from my childhood and my parents and that. I was getting dirty. I got dirty at like 18, 19, 20.
Is that what you was with the girl, yeah?
Yeah, 22, bruv. Then when I got peak and shit from my childhood, like started oozing out with my dad and that, and things was getting bad. And I got bad again at 25. You get me? This is after having jobs. Like, I was working in a bank, bruv. Do you get me? Like, but it weren't that with me.
So you tried?
Bruv, I tried because my granddad died. And my granddad died when I was in a bad state. I was on road.
Right.
I got kicked away out from home that time I was away. So when I saw him after a year and a half, I was at my mum's yard. And my mum's yard, it does a circle thing like that from the front door. So when you're in the yard, you can walk around in a full circle. Like. And I remember my granddad being there the night. First night I come back and I see him. And it's a big thing for my family because I've been missing, fam. He goes to me, yo, want to talk to you? And I said to him, yeah, granddad, just moved him to the side. My granddad's short, innit? So I moved him to the side, like, yeah, granddad, yeah, soon talk. And then I kept dodging him, telling my cousin that when granddad comes in that room, tell me I'm bouncing into the next room.
Yeah.
Because I know he's going to sit me down and tell me. Now, the next man that loved me deep in my life, yeah, was him. When my family kicked me out and all this madness was there, bro, I could knock on the door as long as them lot was at work and he would give me a good door, give me food, make sure that
Pattern you up.
yeah, pattern me up and then send me. He goes, don't be hearing your people get back, but you know what time to come here and get something from me. That's why I loved him, bro. When I was homeless and he came and saw how I was living, my granddad cried for me, fam. And he said, no, we're not leaving him here. My family was ready to leave me at Christmas, you get me? Keep it pushing. My granddad was like, nah. And then he was the driving force of, nah, you can't bad me up too much. But when he died, my protection there was gone, fam. So, why am I saying that? Yeah, but when my granddad died, I went and got the job. I felt bad. I knew that you wanted me to fix up. I knew what you would have told me. And gee, the day he died, yeah, the night I got the call, I picked up the phone. And I was at my mum's only for like, this is my second day back at home. I picked up the phone, it's the night time, blood. I've got a girl to go link. She's up, bruv. Gotta go link a girl. I've got the call. Yo, granddad dead. Mum, take the phone. You deal with that. Because I'm hearing some madness there. Happening there, granddad dead. So I got on the bicycle, yeah, and I rode, fam. Gee, it was like my granddad was behind me, fam. Like, stressing my life out, fam. It's like God told him everything that I was doing, fam. And I was doing the madness. Then
He could see it all.
And I thought he could see it all, fam. And it stressed me out. Got to the girls, yeah, bro. I started having sex with her. And she's like, you right? And I was like, my granddad just died. She's like, well, you should stop. I was like, no. But like, bro, I just beat it out, yeah. Bro, madness happened, bro. Like, me and my mum weren't good at that time. It was just madness. So when I beat the girl and I got to my family house, and then this is when I know when it's real. Like, there's big cars here. Everyone's here. Now, everyone knows, yeah, because my mum's loud. And when I was bad, she told the whole world, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. When I pull up, I always feel cute. Because everyone's like, bad boy, this, that, bad boy. I always feel like, oh, don't want to go and see bare people, man. So, pull up there, yeah. Oh, I was just scared. I'll be real with you, like, I was scared. Because I knew my granddad put fear in me. Never beat me again, but put fear in me, fam. And yeah, blood. So I went and I filled out a job application for Sainsbury's. And spent a week in Sainsbury's training. First day on the shop floor, so man them that I knew for came straight out the front door, said, nah, Mac, you're smart. Go get a job, blood. And then I applied for Abbey National when it was Abbey National, blood. Worked in the bank for like 2 years.
How did that go?
I felt like a girl. Like, man, them chirp you, innit? Like, back in the bank. Like, brother, what did you, bro?
Lying.
Bro, that's what,
They say 419 was on you.
Bro, man, them, when you work in a bank, people follow you from here to 50 miles away, G. Bro, I remember being in Sainsbury's on my life, blood. One brother was walking, and I'm with my girl, and I'm shopping with a basket. My man's got a loaf of bread walking around the thing, bro. This is just so madly big. So I've stopped and I said, walk on. You know, he said to me, hey, can I be national, innit? So I said to him, bro.
He's following the Abbey.
Bro, you know where I've come from.
Following the Abbey.
You get me? But, bruv, you would follow it when you know how much money you think you can make, innit? It's the job. It's part of the game. So, yeah, blood, I worked there. Won't say too much about Abbey, but worked in Abbey and then...
You can't change when you left. No, I'm joking.
Abbey was good to man. Like, nah, bruv, like, Abbey, I worked there, and then after that, I realised, my life, I was starting to live for my family just to get their approval.
See the whole of... Sorry, through all of this, blood, was you always riding? God, that's...
Nah, I liked motorbikes.
Like, when did the cyclists... I'm trying to work out when did that all start?
Blood, the cycling came about later, fam. Like, I was always riding as like you. Yeah, man, but the cycling came about
later. Did you have a joy for it? Did you...
When I was a youth?
Yeah, did you
Yeah, fam. 100%, 1,000,000%. I was on my bike every day. Every day.
So maybe that could have been something that
kept
you calm.
My granddad was a rider.
That might have been something that kept you calm as well. No?
fam. Not kept me calm, me.
Okay.
I can talk to myself, brother. I can counsel myself. I can say to him, Matt, you're moving mad. Like, chill. I can go in the mirror, look in the mirror and say, you are a dickhead. I can look in the mirror and say, today, you was a pussy.
Cause you know what it is? Cause obviously, with the whole cycling thing, like my youth used to do that.
Yeah.
With the Peckham BMX or whatever, CK Flash and that,
Yeah.
And like, with this whole cycling thing, like they teach them kind of discipline and, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like little ways to be in it.
But when I was riding bikes,
CK does anyway. But they teach them how to be and all that. So
when I was riding bikes, but it was commuting. It was to get to my brethren's yard, to leave the bike up outside, park it up outside. Even if it got lit, man didn't care, man. Got to my destination. So when I used to ride, when I was like around my grandma's yard with my brethren's, yeah, we used to race bikes, wheelie them, do what we gotta do. But it wasn't a thing like how I'm involved in it now, and I didn't see it as therapy back then. And I wouldn't even say it as therapy back then. I've always been my own best friend in it, so I just get myself out of situations, fam, where I talk myself out of it. I make myself feel better.
Okay.
I'd rather be in a happy mood than a bad mood. You get me? So bruv, I can be going through the maddest thing, but I'll be laughing and joking in the room. I'll be the one joking.
You put on a brave face.
Yeah, I'll put on a brave face, fam, because at the end of the day, does anyone really give
two shits?
Yeah. What happened was I took a car, innit, the Bimmer, and I did the writing on it, and I got everyone to sign it. That's how.
I think I remember that, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I remember that, you know.
That's what I'm
thinking.
all over the place. I didn't even know that was
I think I remember, that was just before them times, innit, with the show video.
So when I came to your show video, that's when I started doing the range.
That shower, TMD, that shower. Done left couple man pushing up flour. Get down by the hour. She's on the reds, only time I'll allow her.
But I done the Bimmer before that.
Yeah. That's you was doing the range that time.
Yeah.
So I remember it was some signing thing.
Yeah, you had to sign.
Yeah,
I wanted you to sign
yeah.
it. So that's what I was doing, fam. And I was going around, and it brought mad community vibes around, like street parties on the go. Like as soon as I pull up, street party, Brixton, Northwest, Harsden, Kilburn, anywhere I pull up, fam, it was lit. But it became, I did that to show man them, yeah. This car that you're rating me for, blood. Look,
I just graffiti it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And where is it now? How much are them Bimmers worth today? It was an 04 plate. How much is an 04 plate worth today? But I can go get the same car for about $3. Yeah. Everyone was ready to clap their boys. There's man sitting in jail today, yeah, on a plan where they was gonna go and get 2 6 series. They're sitting in jail, bruv. They didn't get them 6 series, fam. And the same 6 series that they had their iDream on, yeah, is old now, bruv. Your sentence is still live.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you look at it like that.
Do you get me? Your sentence is still live, what we aim for. So when I see, bro, when I was on road doing my thing with me and D, we was always like, gee, man, I forget property out of it. So what happened now, me and D doing whatever, I bailed on him, bruv. I didn't want to shoot no one. Didn't want to be on this. I said, bruv, you know what, bruv? I've got more in me, D, than this. And I've got youths around me. So I'm split. In the night time, I'm doing this. And in the daytime, I'm with the kids. And bro, I'm really loving what I'm doing with the kids. It's sick. Like, I feel good. Like, so I went to D one night. I just spoke to D yesterday on the phone after ages. Me and D fell out over this, blood, because I left him in a lurch. Food, money, like, what do you do, blood? Like, I'm the only one who he trusts. I'm the one, so he's like, blood, It's not about what it's about what we did together. But I looked at him for the first time. I haven't even told him this, but he knows kind of. But it's like, have you really got me? Like, you was my boy that had me from way back from school. But now that I want to do better, it's like, you're not happy with that, or I know that I'm leaving you in a lurch, but can't you see where I'm coming from, fam? And with me now, you got to understand, when I've stepped out and I've decided to change my life to where you see Bikestormz, it's still off the back of me leaving my boy, fam. But, like, I can't fail, G. Like, I cannot fail because I've left something with him and I have to show him that I made the right decision.
Exactly.
He made the right decision, you get me? So I always have to work hard, bruv, no matter what. And D knows, and G, about 4 years into working, I said we fell out over it. Not major fell out, but it's not talking, and that's a big thing for us, you get me? So he's phoned me and he said to me, bro, I'm proud of you, you get me? And I was like, that was a big thing for me, G. It was a really big thing for me. I felt like, yeah, I made the right choice. So this is where, from the car, doing the car, getting everyone to sign it, it was a momentary thing, fam. You pull up, people sign the car, but then after that, you got to go back into your homes and you still got to deal with abuse, or you still got to deal with pain. And then I'm driving off and then I'm, oh, Mac, everyone's rating me, but what did I really change? Nothing. So it's like, God took the car away, and whichever way he did it, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Because if it did, I'd still be one man up in a car today, driving around getting people to sign it. But I would have never saved the 5,000 people that I've saved to get me. So that went. And then I loved bike life. I love motorbikes at this point. So I used to go to a strip called Brimsdown. My favourite bike, bruv, used to be a Ducati.
Okay.
No, that's a lie. Ducati's a second. 5-blade 900. Yeah, Honda 5-blade 900. That's my favourite bike. But yeah, I love motorbikes through my dad and that. And then just riding, linked up with my brethren, One Wheel Wavy, and he took me down to Brimsdown Strip, and it was all about dirt bikes.
I know that strip.
You know that, yeah. So yeah, Faz was down there, Faz goes down there, twins, Bugsy P.
Yeah. We got the twin them.
So yeah, man was there and we was all that, and then I saw the youths on the bikes. Only a couple, but they were getting shunned to the side. It was like, even me, I was like, move the bicycle, man. Man's on big bike, but arm to move that thing. Come out the way. And like, bro, after a while, I was like, that's dreads though, because all they're gonna do is come and try and be like me. Now when you're trying to be like us, you're gonna bust the back of your head open, blood. I'm 30, blood. I can't look at these 12-year-olds busting their skull open no more, G. It's hurting me. And then your parent come down there, bruv, where's the adults around there? I'm 30, bruv, I should know better, cuz. So what can I do for you, man? To prolong, to keep your license, so you're not teething a ped, yeah? And going and licking a ped just so you can bring it to strip to pop a wheelie to show man them to get on video, because, bruv, on strip, if you get a video popping it, yeah, you're getting like 1,000 likes, it's popping, isn't it? So that's what man do. The youths for teething bikes, I was seeing it. So I was like, yo, we're making you grow too fast. I'm just repeating the cycle. I'm making you want to be like me, just like I wanted to be like my older. But if my older came down to my level, and this I'm on our level, then would I stay riding my bike? So that's all I did, fam. I just put flavour on riding a bicycle. I just said, yo, I'm jumping on a bike. Wavy, Bugsy P. It's not like you that are gonna tease me and say, where's your bike? Because, I got a Benz there. Which I'll park up. Do you get me? Man know me. I'll park up my car and ride my bike. Tell me something. Tell me I'm broke. Tell me whatever, blood. I got my own thing. You get me? This is a mission.
Yeah.
So, fam, we ride, get on the bike, make it lit. Pop out the videos, get next to man like you. Spray says it's lit. It spreads. Get next to Stormzy. Stormzy says lit. It spreads. We're a culture. The youth then, bruv. My thing was now, yo, I'm on strip. We've been there for like 9 hours, blood. 9 hours. That's a school day, you know, blood. That's you, bruv. How long's a school day? Like 6 hours?
Yeah, 5.5, 6.
And we're out here for 9. Yeah? So now if I got your kid with me for 9 hours and he's got beef, but he's with me, that's 9 hours of a gap where ops can't find him. He's out there. And he's not even labeled, you're not even able to find him on Snapchat because he's riding his bike. He ain't loading, he's riding. So my thing now is, forget the car signing, getting people to come out in that Mac Eagle. What's gonna work for these youths? And bruv, the easiest way to save a child is to occupy their time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Know what they're doing, keep them busy, away from it. And that no youth club can do that. A youth club can't occupy a child. A child wants to be out there. They want to be active. So that's what Bike Life was doing, bruv. So the bikes were doing 50% of my work for me anyway, without it. And they loved it. And all I did then, fam, was when I did the first Bikestormz now. So yeah, after
Because my son went to one of your Bikestormz.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Bikestormz 1 was 2015.
One.
And we just said
Was it annual thing?
twice a year.
Go on.
And the
I
first
noticed it went on this year, even
through
with the
Corona.
COVID. Yeah.
Bro, so when you said that to me earlier, the police in the first days, they weren't with us. They weren't trying to run the Bikestormz. They weren't with me, bro. We were just a bunch of youths. Either if we was black, we were thugs. If you was white, you was a chav. You know, bike causing a madness. So, yeah, bro, I went to the police. I said, I want to bring the youths together on a ride out. Will you help me? They said, nah. And then if we do, you got to pay like 50 grand for stewards and all this madness. So I said, what? Like, I said to the man, I said, do you want youths to die? Get stabbed? No. I said, are youths getting stabbed? He said, yeah. So I said, all right, cool. I don't want youths to die. I know youths are getting stabbed. So I said, we should have a common ground. Even if you're fed and I'm not, I said, our common ground is, if you're in your job for what you say you should be in your job for, you don't want man to die. So why can't I do a ride for it? You know what I mean? He was like, no. So then I didn't get permission, bro, the first time.
No?
For Bikestormz. No. I just went against their will. And I said to them, I'm not intentionally going out and trying to hurt no one. And I'm not intentionally going out for clout. I said, I'm going out for a cause. And I said, if you want to stop that, and if people want to stop that, then cool. So I got onto the gram and I started networking this ride out to the youngers, a couple of the riders that I knew. And bro, I called a ride. Took about, promoted it for about 3 months. And then coming back down to Northwest, because I was promoting this in like North London, South London, and I came back down to Northwest in the morning of the first Bikestormz to get whatever, I can't remember, from my mum's house. And I'm seeing people on bikes here, and I'm like, I'm more networking, I'm like, yo, where are you going?
They're going to your thing.
They said to this thing called Bikestormz. That was the first, I was like, I was like, what, you're riding there? They was in Willesden, they got a ride to City. These times, I'm not riding like that. So they was like, yeah. So I was like, you're riding there? He was like, yeah. So I was like, mad. So anyway, I still didn't know. Claire, shout out Claire from Brixton. She helped with the Bikestormz. She was there. I was on the phone to Claire, and she says to me, Mac, come down here now. Where are you? And I was like, yeah, Claire, I'm on my way. First Bikestormz I drove. She's like, I'm on my way, man. I'm in traffic. I'm on my way. So she goes, no, you need to get here quick. I was like, what's wrong, man? I'm expecting like 25 kids in it, like maybe. Bruv, there's like 500 kids there on the road, on the side, Tooley Street by Red Bull. And I was like, yo, I got there and my heart was in my chest blood. I was like, yo. First thing I pulled up, there's a lady running her mouth to the youths, and it was about to be something minutes. I've had to deal with that situation, and I dealt with her. Then all of a sudden I dealt with her, but kids have started cheering, roaring, like, and I'm like, yo. So I'm like, yo, man's got to do a ride, yeah. Man's got to do a ride, yeah, and got to go round. These lot want to ride, and I'll tell you that now, yeah. Bikestormz 1 was mad.
You winged it.
It was mad, bro.
Like episode 1.
Like, I had wild youths. Badly that, no corona, mask. No corona times, but masked up badly, and I can't see no one's face. And bro, they're riding, yeah. Now, Bikestormz 1, I admit, it was a catastrophe in terms of 500 youths meeting the public. Yeah. But why I continued Bikestormz, bro? Because amongst 500 youths from different ends, yeah, there wasn't one fight.
That's good.
Yeah, not one, bro. Not one. So when I went home, the day was mad. It was crazy. saw videos, pictures, and I was like, oh, that was scary, blood. That was actually mad. And I don't know if I'm doing it again. But then when I thought back to myself, like I said, yo, no one stabbed no one, though. No one ever got into no fight. I said our problem was with our public. So now, I just got to make the public understand us.
Yeah, be cool with it.
Yeah. And then that became the mission. So I said, right, I'm going to give you a Bikestormz too. But kids, young people, you have to promise me this. Same vibe as last time, no fight. And they were like, but why though? Why should we not do that? And I said, because, yeah.
Why should we not do that, you know?
Because
man.
our angle is police are our ops. We're always getting harassed, stopped in search, yeah? So I said, imagine doing something and leaving the police face in shock. Like they don't know how to act. Yeah, so I said, imagine you lot get together. I said, if we act erratic, they're going to do what they normally do. I said,
shut it down.
Yeah, I said, let's just stand there. Be calm. When they come up to you, say, right, yeah? And it's like, cool. So now the report has to be, yeah, Sarge, 500 kids. And the Sarge will be like, okay, 500 kids, there's going to be mayhem. No, sir. No mayhem here, sir. So what are they bloody doing, enemy? They're just standing there, sir. Well, you can't do nothing to bloody standing kids, can you? Well, we know, sir. So, well, then what you going? Well, we've got to fuck off, sir. Bye. Leave us be. If you want to stand on the outskirts, stand on the outskirts. But you ain't going to find a knife here. Yeah, and you're going to see weed, but then really and truly, no one's selling it. You can't see no dealer. You can just see someone who's smoking by habit. These are kids coming from foster homes who've been smoking cigarettes since they're 13. So now they smoke a bit of weed. You get me? So don't bring that to me. Don't be trying to bag youths for weed. I'm not having it. This is still the bigger picture I'm dealing with here. They're here, not stabbing each other. Can you see that, officer? Yes, well then leave us alone. Bikestormz 3, they approached me and got involved. And they said, we want to help. Bikestormz 4, they helped. Bikestormz 5, they helped. And then we progressed, bruv. Bikestormz since 2015 to now has grown to like 8,000 riders on a link up. And
yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, blood. What inspired that was the youths, bruv. Like, the young people and me, we've got a serious relationship, bruv, where it's trust.
Yeah.
I am trusting you, because I could get bagged every time I do a Bikestormz. Every time, before the day, the police get to me that friendly, but I always sign something that says, if this happens,
you're responsible.
Straight jail, and then we will work out what's happening with you after. You'll be on remand kind of thing. So, all right, so I step out with the kids. I believe in you, but you also believed in me. So we work together, blood. And over the years, it's grown.
Nah, it looks sick, man.
It's grown so much. Yeah, it's spread to the States. It's spread to South America, France, all of Europe, all of the UK outside, like Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds, anywhere you want to say about Reading. And it's huge. But bro, I knew it was gonna be
big, yeah.
You know I think I knew, because how I knew, fam, I knew what I was putting behind it.
Yeah.
I knew when I was waking up in the morning. I knew what sleep I was losing. I know what emails I was sending, and I know, blood, it was just a matter of time. I know what work I'm putting in it. Like, you know, when you sit a test, you kind of know whether you're gonna fail or whether you've passed. Like,
100%.
You leave feeling confident. And bro, all I knew is that what I did, I was confident to say, if I continue, it's gonna be big. And now, bro, it's so big. At first, I used to try to keep a lid on it to control it, because it's my thing. I started it. I did it. All that ego crap. But when you're doing something for the world and it's to help people, it's supposed to grow out of your control. It's supposed to get big. It's supposed to mean that kids in America are picking up bikes over there, and it's the knock-on effect. Forget who started it. It's what result you wanted.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to keep putting a lid on it. I'll put a lid on something. Like, if I'm a rapper and it's my thing, then I'll blow my trumpet. But I know I can't touch my sound, but blood, for the youths, them, I just learned not to be so controlling and protective over something you create. Like, I created it for the people. So in terms of making money with Bikestormz, money's been made, bro. Lots of money's been made. But I genuinely say to people,
did you get a grant from Pastor Toby, blood? I don't know. I read that somewhere. I swear, blood. I read that somewhere, you know. I don't know where I read that.
Pastor Toby, big up Pastor Toby, man. At the time, there was a few allegations going on with Spat Nation. With any organisation, when you build something from the ground, it's your baby, innit? So you want to protect it. So it's not that I believed it or disbelieved it. It's just that I know that I put too much time to put Bikestormz and put the future of the kids against something that is not real or fake or fraud. So I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but bro, I'm a lone soldier, and yeah, I just told Pastor Toby at the time that it's not for me. You get me? But
yeah, no, I think Pastor Toby's finessing the thing still, but me, I don't care. Not like that, but it's like everyone talks about this snitching thing and all that, and don't snitch, but everyone's on to Pastor Toby, like, you're snitching on Pastor Toby, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? What do you think about all of that creep?
I just don't think God's work should be used as a hustle.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree, but Pastor Toby will show you messages from me, and Pastor Toby, I always keep it real. You know me. I'm a man like this. I'm gonna tell you how I feel to you. So
Yeah.
I've messaged Pastor Toby and told him, it's not that I've lost respect for you. Just, if you've made a mistake, be open with it, and the people are more likely to deal with you than if you continue trying to pull wool over eyes.
Yeah.
To that response, he says, son, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Now, see, when he says that to me, I'm not gonna be like, try and prove it. It's like, you're your own man, fam.
Yeah.
I'm not here to try and draw no one under no bus. I'm not here to judge no one. But I know, because what happened, people started to come to me for interviews and stuff about it. But I didn't do no interviews because I was like, blood, a lot of this, what we're going to go into talking about social media with you, a lot of it.
Yeah, that's the main topic today.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah, a lot of that, bro, was just like, I can't react to someone who's sitting on a sofa for 5 minutes that ain't going to care about it in the next 10 minutes. So that's just their thoughts. Like, I've met the man. I've been in the man's house. I've been alone with the man. And if you know Pastor Toby, you can't just be alone with Pastor Toby because he's not that guy, bro. But I've spoken to him and I'm like, you know what? You're just a man that's made a mistake. It may be a big mistake and it's being highlighted, but at the end of the day, blood, no one's not God. You get me? No one can't judge a man. No one don't know him. Everything's all known through
Yeah, now give Toby my number. Give him my WhatsApp still.
Yeah, man, we'll hook it up. But yeah, man, you know, I went to Spat Nation twice. It's not my thing. Yeah, I don't speak in tongues. I wouldn't speak in tongues. And when I was a young kid, I was taught that you're supposed to speak in tongues with an interpreter. But then in that, I was like, who can interpret tongues? And how do you know they're interpreting? Like, what is it? So there's a lot of things that go on in church that I didn't agree with anyway. But what I did like in SPAC was there was a lot of young people. But obviously that's, when you wave cash, you're going to get a lot of people. But the young people came, man.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different thing
Topic,
anyway.
yeah,
Bikestormz, ratings for that. Once more,
Definitely.
that's a big thing that's a big thing you pulled off still as a young black man. You get what I'm saying? In England, so that's a big thing you pulled off.
More
Enough
to come.
ratings,
To get me, there's more to come.
enough respects, and yeah, man, the youth them just look out for this guy if you're interested in bikes or whatever.
Look out for me, but also look out for like Trizzy. Look out for Kizzy. Look out for Harves. Look out for Jake. Look out for Harry, because
They all the man them pushing it as well, yeah.
they're pushing it, and eventually you'll see Trizzy. With this, I always said I'll pass Bikestormz. Not pass it down, hand it over. I don't like pass it down. I'd hand it over to the next generation. And they're doing it, bro. It's literally hand over right now. All I do is call it a date, turn
They
up,
just keep it
and
moving.
set the pace. They keep it moving. Even the competitions, they can literally run their own competitions now. I just make sure we put sponsorships there.
Yeah, now
so
big
that
them
they
up,
feel
man.
good.
Yeah.
Big them up, man.
Yeah, man, that's
Doing good
Big
work.
them up.
Bikestormz. Go check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Cream,
Definitely.
current affairs though.
Yeah, current affairs. I noticed that it's all stopped in Dubai now.
Oh yeah, it's locked down now, ain't it?
Yeah, they've locked
They've
it
locked
down.
it down.
So I
Yeah,
think
people trying to get back and
yeah.
all that. Yeah, because if you don't get back in time, they're gonna be locked down over
Yeah.
there, innit?
Yes, I heard you can come back, but no one can't go out there or anything anymore.
Influencers.
Also,
Is that just influencers?
anyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, just everybody in general. And did you hear what happened with T.I., you know T.I. the rapper and his missus?
Yeah.
A lot of women have come forward over,
Rape.
yeah.
Rape.
Yeah, like rape allegations and drugging.
Well, you see it as well?
It's all alleged. I don't know if it's true or anything like that. But
He's saying it's not true.
yeah, I don't know what to believe
Obviously,
yet. Do you know what I mean?
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
My brother was
but
telling me
that's what
some free something with him and his wife or something.
Yeah, well, they said that that's what they do with their personal life, is their personal stuff. Like,
Oh no, but I'm
everything
saying
was
both of them
consensual.
getting charged with it, not
No,
just
no
T.I.
one's charged
Oh,
yet. This
oh.
is just
Who's getting
people
accused with
coming
it?
out. T.I. and now
Just-
and his wife
Yeah,
as
that's
well
what
now as
my
well.
brother was telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that that was going on.
What
I just
else?
feel with this T.I. thing, yeah, I heard him say something against it the other day, and I kind of look at the person when they're talking into their eyes and when they're lying and they're trying to think
Body
about
language and everything.
body language. And to me, yeah, he kept it real where he said,
Now, what we not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in, chime in, and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this. Whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. We ain't never held nobody against their will. We ain't never made nobody do anything. We ain't never trafficked anything. Well, sexually trafficked anything.
look, I've done something mad, but anything I've done was consent.
Consensual, yeah. We know where to get
So it's
what
like,
we
I don't want
need
to stand
and
up here
stuff,
and
yeah.
get embarrassed about the madness that you'll
Yeah.
be keeping up, because that's now involving me and my wife.
Yeah.
That's our personal business.
Yeah.
But anything I did do was consented to. And the reason I believe T.I. is because the people he's got to look up to, the people he had around him after a certain time of life, he's got no reason to get into that. So, certain these people accused have no reason. And then you have to wonder, why is it coming out on them now? Who,
Exactly.
what is it? But yeah, man. Certain things that have come out recently, you don't need no one to tell you are gone. The T.I. thing, jealousy's a bitch, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think there's like a conspiracy against the rappers at the end at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone's coming out with some form of story. They're getting arrested. Someone's getting, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like there's something going on there.
People are seeing certain other stories come out and they're like, well, everything was similar to that. Or what can I concoct out of my story with my man? Yeah, man, I just see people creating stories. But when you put yourself in the limelight and you're popping or you're about to blow, these things are going to come your way, man. Back in the day, you used to be able to control it a bit more.
Anything else
Yeah.
popping?
That was it really.
Nothing. You ain't seen anything current?
Current, there's always current.
Well, you know what it is, but I ain't really been looking. Oh yeah, I see Monster Marv.
Phone calls in my life. You guys are scared, innit? You think a lot of man, even in the camp, don't know what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, everyone that thought Dutch was fucking that 14-year-old girl and troubling a 14-year-old girl, shame on you, egg on your faces, innit? 14-year-old girl. It was the 14-year-old girl's mum, Anne. You get me? Yeah, that is who Dutch was linking and doing, and they were doing their thing together, innit? Yeah, but for some strange reason, they're keeping it a secret. But most of the people in family know this anyway. That's why a lot of people didn't speak out about this paedophile thing, because they know it's not the daughter. They know it's Anne. Do you get it? And they thought by pushing that thing out, I think they thought that Anne will confess to fucking Dutch, but she just didn't. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I was with Dutch when Dutch went and bought Anne Chanel trainers. And when he went and told me to go with him to bring her son to go and get him Balenciagas and some new garms and that. Because Dutch fucks with the woman, innit? That's it. You don't...
Put up something. Monster Marv saying that, yeah, that Dutch. What did he put? Oh yeah,
heard
Dutch
about
was beating a 14-year-old's mum. Like he weren't messaging the mum. So I just thought, look at that. You know what I mean? When everyone was going on, like I was going mad, but yeah.
Yeah, you thought something like that was happening. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know.
Look, everyone's saying, when you say this, yeah, so when this goes out, everyone's going to say, but what about the voice note? How do you account for the voice note? Yeah. Who was he talking to in his voice? Did it sound like, did he say a name?
Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that's what I've been saying. But it's like, all right, I've been getting called a nonce protector. Every 2 seconds I'm having to delete nonce protector.
I'm going to be real, yeah? Let's say,
You get me?
I don't think Dutch did it to be real.
Nor did I.
I don't think he did it to be real.
Nor did I. But I've been being called a notch protector.
And
all
I
that.
think, what happened was, if I've let them call it, well, remember, it's an opinion. What happened was, he started going on Insta with 2 watches,
That's what I thought.
4 watches. Life's getting better. You're sitting here. You're getting caught. It's a Dutch show. Yeah? When it's a Dutch show, fam, you're going to get haters. Now, if anybody out there wanted any allegations to stick against Dutch, you should have never got involved in posting the fake allegations, because now it's like no one knows what to believe. But when I've put it together, fam, if he was being dodgy and seeing a mum and it's something that he couldn't tell his boy or the people, I don't know why you would go through the 14-year-old account. And now you would have to tell me that it was never the 14-year-old's. You get me? And you was always running it, and that was the thing. But
Bruv, from what I saw that Marv thing, and I just kind of, I understood what he was saying still, and then I looked in his page and a couple of them man then follow him and all that. So
that's why I ain't said, but I'm opinionated on rappers, but that's why I didn't say nothing on Dutch, because I was like, I'm looking at the evidence, things have been tampered with.
Cause blood, you know what? The main subject is social media, yeah? And social media is what outed him. You get what I'm trying to say? If there wasn't no social media, yeah?
Well, I know why I had my opinion.
You get what I'm trying to
because
say?
I'm
If there
a mum.
wasn't no social media, he
And
wouldn't
what
even be in
from
them.
What we saw, and especially because I don't think like I didn't think he defended himself enough. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he left everybody to.
I'm not trying to disrespect Dutch, yeah, but I don't see Dutch as a man with brains. Do you get what I'm saying? So it didn't shock me when Dutch didn't come and address the situation, because that's us wanting him expecting something. But he's a rapper, spitting drill, spitting all of what he's spitting. So why am I expecting you to handle something like I want Boris Johnson to handle it?
Yeah, but don't he have a team? Isn't he? He's in the public eye. He's a musician.
And this is where you
we're
learn.
not-
This is where you learn your team around you
Yeah.
is probably not the right team for
Yeah.
you. You need someone to deal with public affairs.
Yeah.
How that never came from Steph, I don't know. But it's. Do I think that Dutch did it? I think it would be very stupid for you too. And the one thing that I don't get, bro, if this was coming from your WhatsApp or I saw iMessage, I'll believe it. But I just can't follow anything on Insta, fam. Because why was a rapper? I'm verified. Why would I go and chat rubbish to anyone on this phone on the Insta in this day and age? It don't make
It didn't sit right.
that don't make sense
It
to
didn't
me,
sit
fam.
right with me. But the whole social media thing, because that's what we're talking about today, social media. But we're gonna talk about the pros and cons. So it's like, you tell me, what do you think the pros of social media are? Like,
I think
'Cause
there's
they're definitely pros, you know what I
Definitely
mean?
pros. I think like you can, like promotion is key when you're
100%.
building a brand, promoting a business,
Yeah.
anything like that. Networking is also another major thing, and these are all things that you can do free on social media. You know what I mean? You can spread awareness. You can just get yourself out there, and you can make money also on social media. But you have to. I feel like with social media, if you know how to use it, it's a good thing. If you don't know how to use it, then it can be a major negative, because I feel like it can consume you. Like you can also get brainwashed because there's all algorithms and things like that. So, you know, things start popping up in your subconscious because you constantly are feeding it into your brain. You want to follow people. You start to get insecure because you're seeing a lifestyle that...
That sounded like
Oh,
more
sorry,
cons
yeah.
still.
No, but yeah, well, that's
Sounded
like...
like
yeah.
more cons, so
I think
no
it's
more
a-
pros.
No, I think there was loads of pros.
No, I'm saying I'm saying about the so just basically marketing and all that.
Yeah,
You got
like
any pros?
even like finding some people that find friends on social media. They meet people on social media.
that's what
Like
I'm saying.
there's loads of things that you can get from social media.
That's what I'm saying. Like it connects, you know, like the worldwide. Like
Yeah.
before, like I don't know, like my mum used to always be on Facebook talking to her people in other countries and all that. So it kind of connects them in that way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, there is a lot of cons as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But it does sound like there's more cons than pros.
I think it's what world you living in social media, bro.
For real.
Because there's some people that I follow on social media where they've never experienced one problem on social media in any way, shape or form. But then the circles that we will follow, you'll see the problem. So if you follow UK gossip, if you follow Made You Think, if you follow these problems, we're in a bubble. Bro. It may be a big bubble, but that's what's being fed into that bubble. It's like, imagine a prison, bro. That's what's being fed into that prison bubble, bro. We're in that Made You Think, I'm just bait bubble, bro. You follow them, I follow them, you follow them, you follow them. We're all in that
I
bubble.
don't follow UK gossip though. I don't follow Shade, bro. I don't follow the gal them still.
Is UK gossip a girl?
I don't know. I heard this like
I
a
don't
gal
know
them
who
page.
runs them.
I heard it's a gal them page.
I don't even know. I'd have to look at their
Like
content.
more aimed towards the gal them, I'm saying.
But yeah, fam, it's a bubble. And then if it's aimed towards the girls, yeah, your girl will come home in a mood because of the bubble that she's in.
Yeah, true stories.
You get what I'm saying? So if she's in that shade bar and shade bar that they have posted, man, them are moving like there. She comes home and then she looks at you. She may not say nothing, but it's like what you say, it's in the subconscious now.
Yeah.
And that's where social media is bad. It's like people have to really know themselves and leave it at the door. Or leave it in the phone. It's not a door number. Leave it at the button, fam. You get me? Leave it there.
Yeah, now social media definitely, I think, is a big reason why a lot of relationships are just dead now. Like, or they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can break
'Cause
up
back
relationships.
Back in the day, like, you know, like, for instance, like social media, you go online or whatever and you see there's just bare girls. Even for girls, there's bare boys. Like, it's like you wouldn't expect your girl to just go on the road on her way to work and just start seeing man going gym.
Yeah.
But they could just be on their social media, just see man training, going gym. They wouldn't expect you to just go where you're going and just see bare girl, but you could just be going where you're going and there's just bare girl on your phone. You get me? And worse is girl getting onto you, it's man getting, you get what I'm saying, onto the girl them.
Because you even see couples fighting over social media. You know, like when you see them start posting quotes and like they're throwing subliminals to each other for their quotes and stuff like that. They've been arguing over social media.
Do you get what I'm saying?
See me, before I got into this whole Bikestormz thing and that, I weren't involved in it. That's why I said even in Northwest, I'm from Northwest, but bro, no one can't put my name. Nah, people can, but you can't really put my name in anything. Because I didn't do the pass, I didn't do the mix up. I weren't trying to get 100 followers on Facebook. I was like, blood, I want to keep myself to myself still. That's me, fam. I got my circle, I got my people, and I step up. But I wasn't even a picture man back in the day. Like, I weren't even doing pictures because, bro, I was reckless, innit? Like, pictures back then could get you, just like Insta. Like, you don't want a girl taking a picture of you, fam. It's like, that's like Polaroid. Like, you was there. So now, in my relationships and social media today, bro, I'll be real with you. I don't follow my partner. She don't follow me. Who she follows, I'm not interested in. And it's that, bro. Like, I can't let something like that affect me. Like, she's gonna see it, bro. And at the end of the day, look at it. You see when you look at it, I gotta be, men have to be secure in themselves and women have to be insecure in themselves. Like, blood, your eyes are there to look. You're gonna see things, cuz. You get me? Like, if you love me and respect me, one thing you're not gonna do is stress me out about a trust issue. And if I love you and respect you back, I'm not gonna go and entertain the DM that they send to me, bro. Like, do you get me? Like, my Instagram, my DMs are open to you right now. You can go look. When women come in my DM, bro, it doesn't even go into my other box. You get me? Because I'm out here with the youngers. I'm telling the youngers something. No woman can come on my thing and say, look what Matt's done on the gram and how's he for the kids. I know what I'm on, G. You get me? So my woman knows with me, when I come home, she see me so focused on work. It ain't even a thing like, who's in his gram, who's following, what's he looking at. Don't want to let it get into your life like that, fam.
I follow my man though, I have to. I want to not in that way because I'm not insecure, but we was together before Instagram started, like before the gram or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, you can't.
See, if I follow her,
yeah,
and then I see an extra guy follow her, or she follow a guy. It's like when your girl press follows on a guy she don't know. Why are you following him? What was it? Like, what was it? Do you know him? Is he famous? Is he a comedian? He's not none of those things. So why do you follow him? I don't want to get into that. So do you know what, babe?
You just think, forget
just
it.
go follow who you follow. Innit? I follow who I follow. Done the argument. I'm not going to let the world make me argue, fam. The world will stress you out. Social media can stress you up. Allow it. When people feel ugly, women feel ugly, bruv. Some women, bruv.
Yeah, the trolls as well.
Bruv, you can't, bruv. You're made to feel ugly from a troll. Have you seen a troll? It's called a troll.
Have
Have you seen it, bruv? I've never seen a pretty girl, yeah, troll like that on make another girl feel like it don't happen, fam. And when you go into these girls' things, bruv, they got 5 big toes and shit. Like you're like, okay, so why are you trolling this hate, fam? I didn't make your body like that. You get me? That's not my fault, fam. You can't hate on a woman for being beautiful, fam. You can't hate on a woman for being slim. But at the same time, if you're slim, be humble and don't chat to a fat girl like that. You get me? Let them be.
Exactly.
Bro, just let people be, fam. All this comments under made you think and all that, brother, I swear to God, I watched them, yeah? And the same people say one thing today, say another thing tomorrow, and it's the same accounts, bruv. And they're on it every single day. And I'm like, cuz, you need this in your life. It's become like smoking. It's become like drinking. You need this. You need to comment.
Yeah,
like, you don't even know,
them.
my man. You need to comment. You needed to type something. Like, chill out. Like, I've gone on Made You Think and typed. And bro, I don't know none of you. You type, what are you responding to me for? Seriously, what are you responding, bruv? And I look down and I say, you know what? I'm not even typing to you, cuz. I don't know you. What did you do? You tried to out me in front of everyone, yeah? Okay. My wheelie didn't drop off. My hand still got my ring, cuz. I'm chilling. Bro, people take it too seriously, cuz.
Yeah.
Blood, I go on the gram, yeah, and I cry, fam. You've seen it. Do you know why I cry, fam? Because my social media and me is not a mix-up thing. It's not a joke thing, fam. I'm telling you, I'm watching kids die in front of me daily. When I went and cried, yeah, on Made You Think, he posted me. I never asked Made You Think to post me. He posted me. Man's like, you shouldn't cry and think. I'm like, cuz, you know what, yeah? I will cry and bust your head. That's what I'm saying at home. But Matt can't say that though. But you don't know my cry. You see these tears? It's the worst tears I could cry, G.
Exactly.
Do you get me? This is not no pum-pum tears. This is tears that, what I've experiencing, bro, the fist will fly and hurt. Don't do it.
Violent
Yeah,
tears.
so when I'm saying guys say,
Violent tears.
bro, that man need to show more. I'm like, cuz.
But I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I missed it still, but I'm gonna have a look for it still.
No, I look for it, cuz
I'm gonna have I missed
you're
it.
not a man that will show your emotions.
No,
Like you said,
I see Made You. I watched Made You Think, but I missed that one though.
yeah, bruv, man, them will
I see your page. You ain't posted it on your page though, is it?
Yeah, bruv, I've
Oh,
cried
I
on
ain't
my
noticed
page.
it.
And
I ain't
bro,
noticed it.
I'm
I ain't
telling
noticed
people, when I cried on business.
But
what
remember,
you
I've
say.
changed my thoughts.
I'm
innit?
crying.
Yeah, I've changed my thoughts now.
Why?
Just like just so
But the
like,
thing
cool, innit?
about
Like
it
you
is-
know what I'm saying? Like it's up to you,
Tears-
innit?
tears
Just
are
my whole
powerful.
thing
It's
is just
definitely
more
not silent.
personal, innit?
Blood, you see the
You get what I'm
baddest
saying?
shoot in my school.
My whole thing is just more
P.
personal.
The baddest shoot, strongest shoot. He's still in ends doing the maddest thing. Bro, me and him was in school. We used to cry when we fight. You see, when we cry, it's worse than when we're not crying, fam. Like, when we're not crying, we might lose the fight. But when we're crying, fam, there's no losing this fight, fam. But and I learned that, bro. I'm telling you, yeah, what I'm saying is that what it came from on the Made You Think. When I read the comments of people that don't know me,
Oh, they were going mad at you.
yeah, and I was like, cuz what? You're from the hood and what? You've never cried? Bro,
Yes.
I've made a lot of money from
You know what I'm saying?
Instagram.
Yeah.
You get it? I've made a lot of money from having an Instagram, and people have called my jobs that have come through, the invoices that come through. They wouldn't come through if I didn't have a gram.
You get endorsements,
Get me? So
sponsorships,
the kids
deals.
out there, I'm telling you, keep your gang clean. What I love about my riders, what I love about all of you lot is that they could be out there posting for likes. If you look at Trizzy, London, if you look at Jake, if you look at Kizzy, Trad, whoever, their pages are about what they do. They're kids, you lot. They're like 18, 16. I got big man posting up dumb crap to get likes, to make people laugh, and they're not even comedians, cuz. Do your own thing. But bro, when you're talking about, they were the same ones that go under Black Lives Matter and have so much to say. But I'm saying, cuz, look at these kids. Trizzy, do you think he don't find the memes funny? You think he don't want the more followers? He does, but he's never gonna sell himself short and clout and post something that doesn't mix with him. Do you get me, fam? Man? That's how, bro, my kids they're real like that. They're on the gram. It is beneficial to them. It has made them money. It's made Trizzy, it's made the riders loads of money. So you lot, when I say be about yourself, don't try to entertain one. If you got a talent, if you believe in yourself, yeah, be about yourself. Don't try and impress no one and keep posting it over and over again. It may get boring for you, yeah, but someone will pick that up, fam.
Exactly.
Someone will pick up your consistency and say, yo, look at Mo the comedian. Look at all of these comedians. Look at where they started, yeah. They were nowhere at 1st. 500 likes. And when they got big, their biggest still, they didn't have 100,000 likes. They still only had 20,000 likes, 20,000 followers. Some people got less than that, but this how you structure yourself. Yeah, people are watching you. Watch your hashtags. Kids, put your hashtags in. If you want to be a comedian, you want to be a dancer, it's important you put your hashtags there, because when I'm looking for a rider, I go to the hashtag and I type really. And then whoever comes up under that section, that's what I'm looking at. Because I know that you're looking to do something with your life. Because you've tagged it, fam. Yeah, be about it. To all the kids, all the teenagers, all the youngers out there, there's going to be olders my age. Yeah, Spray's age. There's going to be olders out there that all of us ain't sensible. Don't listen to all of us. Don't even listen to me. Always work for yourself. You heard me talk in this podcast about I've never been Joe. It's because I listen to myself. Do you get what I'm saying? My friends couldn't take me nowhere. My friends couldn't take me nowhere. My heart didn't want to go. Do you get me? I'd rather them call me a pussy, but I'm alive today and I'm here today. Yeah? And put me in a ring with most people and I'll still do my thing, bruv. But I just don't want to promote that. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So when you see people doing their thing, when you see people like me, Faz.
Big up Faz, man. Big up
Faz.
Ferrari.
Definitely.
Get off our backs, blood. Do you get me? And when I'm coming at rappers, I'm not coming at you like you said to me the other day when I said I'm free. Don't say free me, say teach me.
No, yeah, cause I'm saying I still say freedom man.
Yeah,
them.
you say freedom man
I
them.
still say freedom man them, car.
And
my
I
whole
say-
thing on that is that all right, cool. I hear when man say you shouldn't say free people and all that, but man's in jail, man's getting punished, innit? Yeah, free man, innit? So man can change. You got to be free to change. I had to be freed to change. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, free them every
But
time.
that's
You get
what I'm saying.
But I get what you're saying as well. Like
What I'm saying
you know
is-
what I mean?
Free my man them, obviously, but I want my man them to learn. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, blood, the feds win every time you get behind that cell. All we can do from that cell is shout, suck your mum. And then that's another story for him to go home and tell his wife. Yeah, so my man them, I want my man them to win. And we're never gonna win behind this. So I'm not saying free, I'm saying teach you. I want you to learn, fam. I want you to come out and do better. I am not gonna give you props because you went and did that.
What do you think about internet gangsters though? Or what's your idea of an internet gangster?
Someone that sits on someone that basically portrays a different lifestyle than what it really is. Do you know what I mean? They know that it's not that. They're just portraying it on social media. Normally, 9 times out of 10, who's really like that ain't even on there doing it because they don't want no one to know. Do you know what I mean? Them trolls that are always chatting shit in the comments and things like that. It's just dumb.
What do you think of internet gangsters? Like, what do you even think it takes to make it internet gangster?
What is it, internet
That's
gangster?
what I'm saying.
But I think
That's
it's
what
a
I'm-
generation as well. Like, not saying
That's what
that
they
all
call
of the
them, innit?
new
Like-
generation, but you know, like people that
Oh,
are
them
born
peop-
on social media times, like that's how they express themselves. Like,
Oh, there'll be a private type of thing and they'll talk to a real bad man about and try to act like they're bad as well. Kind of
I
thing.
think it's just basically like just people that wouldn't say it to your face, innit? Social media just makes them able to say it, innit? I think that's what they call internet gangster. I don't know.
But like I say, you just gotta know them, and at the end of the day, you don't know who you're talking to through these things. Because I follow certain man, and I've seen certain man that are real in this field get talked to in a certain way, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
brother,
just social
it's
media.
because
innit?
yeah, you don't
because
know
it's social
who you're
media.
talking to.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
you would
Come
stop
on.
talking like
Yeah.
3 seconds if
it's
you
social
knew
media.
what you was doing, bro. And the fact, and I rate some of the real guys here, the real G's, because they actually are cool with them. It's like they've clocked.
It's
You're
social,
internet
yeah.
gangster. Because no one in their right mind talks to me like that. Like, not because of anything, it's just never happened in my real life.
Yeah.
So why is it gonna,
Yeah.
like, you must be one of those internet
Yeah,
gangsters.
you get what I'm saying? That's
IGs.
what I'm saying. That's
You're
what
an
I
IG,
got.
fam.
That's what I call it, internet gangster. Just one of them man there
Yeah.
that wouldn't be able to say it to your face, innit?
Yeah.
They're only on the internet with
Only
their
on the
madness. You get what I'm
internet.
saying? Like on the internet with their madness. 'Cause
Like,
in real life,
When Spray got bored up, so many internet gangsters would have something to say.
there was an opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone
so
had an
many
opinion
something to say.
what they would
But
do.
then also, on a real, before Spray got bored up here, there was a lot of man not trying to hear Spray or trying to rate Spray. So when I saw, bro, I'm kept it real. When I saw a man underneath Spray's comments, I was like, you like idiots, blood. I was just told Spray. I messaged him. I told him, bruv, Just stay real, keep to yourself, pray, get out. Because at the end of the day, yeah, blood, all this fake love, don't agree with it, fam, because before that happened, yeah, if them man there did ever try to say anything, they was all on the clout inside of it. So they were trying to outspray. People been trying to out real guys from day. Yeah? Can't out real guy. That's why when he says to like hard to kill, I laugh. Because I was like, well, it's hard to fucking kill, innit, fam? You tried. And that's why I pray. When it's like, say Spray says, you don't follow me because I get like that on the gram sometimes. I appreciate that you do.
I always follow back.
I appreciate that you do follow, fam, because I genuinely prayed for you. You get me? I genuinely thought that it was a genuine prayer. Like, nah, you know what? Let him come up and let him be something where the kids can learn. And you've done that, fam. Like, when we spoke about this podcast, it's consistency. Showing them something. Like, I wish you the best.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Bro. You get me?
I don't even want to do it as well. It's definitely consistency. Hard. Yeah, man.
To keep the routine, come here every day, you know, it's hard, fam. So the fact that you're doing it, I will always tell the kids, brother, I'll bump your music. I'll bump all rappers' music with my kids. But it's like, I'll listen to rappers' interviews and then I'll also show the kids their interviews as well. So it's like, yeah, listen to his music, but then listen to him. You get me? It's who it is, because Will Smith can have 2 9mm in his hands and go back. And no one don't say nothing. But he's saying he's an actor. So what I'm saying to the rappers is, the real ones that have lived the life, that have got the jail sentence and the paperwork for it, say what you're saying, but tell the story. Yeah? The ones that are internet gangsters that ain't got that shit, bro, fuck off. Don't say that shit. Allow it. Like, you're creating stories because a real man blew off his real life story. You get me? Don't do it.
So what's your favourite social media platform? Like, what's your favourite social media platform?
My favourite social media platform is...
We're just getting mad right now.
Earth. One Earth thing.
I was just trying to get some.
One Earth thing, fam. It takes me out of this world. You get me? It shows me different parts of the world, different Icelandic views and shit. Just out of there.
What's it called?
It's Earth Official.
Have you heard of that?
No.
It's
What
Earth
is it? An
Official.
app or is
No,
it a
it's an
network?
Instagram page.
Really?
Yeah, it's an Instagram page, man. It just shows you the.
It's an Instagram page.
Yeah.
So Instagram's your favourite.
Would you say my favorite?
What's your favourite social media platform? Like?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's why we said he's an app, because we thought you meant,
I thought you meant like my favorite page that I follow. It's got to be. I ain't got no other page. I've only got Insta.
Oh, okay. You
Would
don't
you-
have Twitter?
Nah.
Oh,
Because when I got into it, like I said to you, like, I'm not a social media man.
yeah.
So I needed just one platform.
Yeah.
And I said, if I'm important enough, they will come. Because when Michael Jackson important enough, they follow one platform. If Dutch said, I'm doing one platform, if D-Block said, I'm doing one platform, I'm just bait. They're following one platform. I ain't got time to be doing 5 platforms, bruv. Like,
What about you, Cream? I see you got Twitter as well. You're still on there.
Yeah, I got Twitter, but I don't use it a lot. I think,
I used to be on Twitter all the time, like before Instagram.
Twitter was
Like,
before
I remember
Insta.
like when
I used
was
to
on
use
Twitter
it, and
before
then
Insta.
because I like taking pictures, you know what girls I like, visuals. I think Instagram. I think it's got to be Instagram.
Yeah, no, man was
think
trying to get
so.
me on Insta for ages. I was like, nah, I was so used to Twitter, but yeah.
you was on Twitter. Twitter to me,
Yeah,
I couldn't get with it.
remember the music, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like good way for me to promote.
Yeah, that's
and all
why me and my sister went on Twitter
post
for
the links,
music.
like you could post the links to the music, where in Insta it's just pictures. But with Twitter you could like post like your videos and whatnot. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Facebook was before Instagram, innit?
Yeah, Facebook
Yeah,
was before Twitter
Facebook,
as well.
yeah. And was it?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, yeah. And do you remember
as well.
MySpace?
MySpace.
Yeah, come on.
I
That's
never had a
MySpace. MySpace was when I started. That's when I started.
I'm trying to
social
think
media.
what was the first. I think it was MySpace.
That's
was
when
the
I
first
started.
one that was like that.
I never had a MySpace.
That's when I started.
Yeah, I
still.
did.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's when I started. Yeah, I remember coming on, but that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't even know. Like I was on rock. Like I remember my brethren Cairo's the one that put me on MySpace, because he just always used to be like linking me, be on MySpace, like checking, sharing me beer thing. I'm thinking, raw,
It
what's going on?
started
Kai?
with the smartphones.
Imagine man got in there, yeah. Like I remember they used to have you put music or whatever. Remember,
Yeah.
he was an artist, and it's like we didn't know nothing about it like that, yeah. So man's pages, whatever. Then that's when even from then, because man was like big on road or whatever, like yeah, spray or whatever, yeah. They knew about man in the streets or whatever, yeah. But I remember, it's no joke, yeah. I remember clicking on Giggs' page, yeah, and he had bare views and bare, you know, like his social media was up from long time. Like they knew about all of that. Man didn't even know about that. You get what I'm saying? When I come on there, I remember it was like, obviously, it don't sound like a lot now, yeah, but you know, like 1,000 plays in a day, or I can't remember what it was, but they was just getting bare. So I was like, raw, like. But social media is definitely very important.
You know, then
for like
it was that gigs time.
Promoting and all that.
That gigs time. I remember the youngers in my area, like they were 15, and they were singing this "Talking the Hardest" thing. That's the first thing I heard. But then, bro, their whole school was singing. So when you're talking about 1,000 plays, when the popular youth went into school and showed it, then he just needed to spread it to his school, and you would literally be getting your views from one school.
But you'd be surprised at what social media was doing even back then.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? You'd have been surprised because I wouldn't have thought there'd even be that many people. You get what I'm saying? On the social media, I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
till I was first introduced to it, I didn't realize there was actually better people on it.
What came first, Channel U though, no? Over everything.
Yeah, Channel U was there before.
And the box, was you on the box? Did your tune get played on the box?
The box. I don't think so. I think we were on Channel. I think we might have.
You must have got a box played, man.
We might have.
On cable and used to phone up, like dial up this for the thing, innit? But I remember seeing you on Channel U.
I think Channel U. The box would have been before, innit?
It was a big thing to get on the box, though.
Yeah.
You get me? That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, that's what it was. That's how I knew you. That's from Channel U, watching that, and then if it was a YouTube thing, or then the DVDs, when people used to do DVDs, but that was our social media.
Yeah, nah, man. Basically, my roundup on social media is obviously there's pros, there's cons. It's how you use it, you know? You can
Definitely.
You can use it to your advantage, or you can use it to your disadvantage. You get me? And be careful what you put out there as well, you know? But yeah, every episode, I give them a book to go and read, innit, yeah?
For me?
No, I give them a book to go and read every episode, just trying to do a little different thing, innit? Yeah, this episode is by Paul Arden. It's called It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be. And yeah, the synopsis is It's Not How Good You Are is a concise guide to making the most of yourself. It's like a pocket Bible for the talented and timid to make the unthinkable thinkable and the impossible possible. After decades at the top of one of the world's most competitive industries, Paul Arden offers insights into such diverse subjects as the value of being fired and why it's often better to be wrong than to be right. He gives original and logical answers to everyday questions. Much of it appears obvious when you read it, but aren't all the questions easy when you know the answers? Whether you are a school leaver, self-employed or a managing director, this book is invaluable for everyone who aspires to succeed. It's a good book still, supposedly. But yeah, nearly all rich and powerful people are not notably talented, educated, charming, or good looking. I repeat, nearly all rich and powerful people are not notably talented, educated, charming, or good looking.
That's why women used to look for men with big ears, isn't it?
They become rich and powerful by wanting to be rich and powerful. So it's nothing to do with, you get what I'm trying to say? It's nothing to do with looks, or these people become that way because they want to be that way. You get that? It's nothing like whether you're good looking, talented. If you don't want to be rich and powerful or whatever, a lot of the times you might miss the target.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's a good book. I don't know how you are with reading and all that, but check it out, man.
Sounds like a good one, yeah.
It's alright, but yeah, what's your roundup on social media before we go, man?
Stay loved, stay blessed, post and don't mind about the views and opinions. And yeah, man, just don't let it get to you like that. Don't take it too deep.
Yeah,
Got anything
I agree.
to say, him?
Yeah, I agree. Know how to use it, make it work for you. Don't let it, take over your life. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I forgot to even thank them about the support, the comments. Thank you for all of that. I've been checking all that. I forgot to even talk. Last time, I'm not even going to lie, yeah, got a bit smoky, yeah. So it's like, I forgot to even talk about the comments. Now, Terry Walker.
Oh, okay.
I was a smoker. I just smoked. Normally, I build my own spliffs or whatever, but I asked Queen for a zoot, and she gave me a zoot, and then I put all of it in the zoot, and she just builds big zoots, and it finished me.
Pick me up.
Finished me, but yeah, so I forgot to even go through the comments, but yeah, there's a couple funny ones and all that with the mother. Yeah, big up everyone. Yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for the donations, the PayPal donations, and the Cash App donations. Yeah,
man.
Thanks a lot for coming to my.
Yeah,
big bits, no
definitely.
worries, man.
Yeah.
Follow the Queen.
Queen Ice Cream.
Queen.
Ice Cream, the poster girl.
Ice Cream, the poster girl.
Period.
Follow my brother Mac at
Impact.
Mac_Impact.
Impact.
And he's doing such big things, man.
Yeah, man. Follow me up.
Such big things, man.
Yeah, good
Make
work,
sure,
man.
you know what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be nice to you. I won't run the rappers. 2021, I'm gonna be nice to the rappers.
No, thanks for coming, man. No, I don't mind because I'm washed up. I don't mind, I'm washed up. But we out. You get what I'm saying? We out.
Don't say that.
We out.
Nah. You can't go out on a washed up.